Hello, everybody. Welcome to DraftKings. It's the English Premier League. That's right, the best sport on earth. We all know this, and it's week 5. Now, this is the section we call Choosers, Losers, and Hidden Gems. That's right, my little friends here. We've got Jamie to my left, Jamie Hinks, staff writer for DraftKings, and to my right, that's right, our European football correspondent, Edo Del Monte. Between the three of us, we've come up with a player who you should all be looking out for this weekend for your picks, a player you should totally avoid, and a player who might surprise you. That's right, a hidden gem. That's like a chap that maybe doesn't really grab the headlines, but is worth their weight in gold and is quite affordable. So let's start with you, Edo. Who's your chooser this week, my friend? Who's the player we can't avoid?
I'll be stacking him heavily in all of my lineups, and it's Kevin Morales just because of the guaranteed points and the price, 5,900. Basically allows you to recruit either a third striker or another elite midfielder. When maybe you're sort of struggling and going, right, I'll be settling for maybe a 6,000 utility. With Morales in my lineup, I get to choose Lukaku as my utility, so I'm perfectly happy with that.
Okay, very, very good choice. Now, Jamie, to you, who is your chooser? Who's the guy that is totally a lock for your team?
Romelu Lukaku, 8,600. Yes. I'm going to be stacking him with Morales. Scored a hat-trick last week. I believe in Romelu Lukaku when he's on form. And he is on form right now. And yeah, I think in cash games you have to take him, and probably in GPPs as well, because if he scores a hat-trick,
you have to.
You need him.
Okay, it's interesting when you say stack, because everybody out there, if you're picking an 8-man team this week of DraftKings, you don't have to limit yourself to one. You can pick as many as you like and join as many contests as you like. Now, my chooser this week, I'm going for Kevin De Bruyne, playing Bournemouth. Gosh, the assists in the last calendar year speaks for itself. He is an absolute lock in all my teams. And as you saw at Old Trafford last week, he's a man on fire. So that's the chooser for me. You're a loser, Jamie. Who's the player we should avoid?
Alvaro Negredo, 7,900. Barra. Yeah, it's so late. It looks like he's on a siesta half the time because he's so lazy. He never runs. Poor against Palace. Can't see him succeeding.
It's the heat.
A really poor, really good Everton defence. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. Well.
And he's 7,900. That's only 700 less than Lukaku. I don't know why you'd bother.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, considering I picked Berahino as a forward for my lineup, he's a solid $2,000 cheaper than Negredo. So I'm with you. I think that'd be a poor choice, everybody. Negredo, I don't think it's going to get a look in. My loser this week, I'm actually going to go for Callum Wilson of Bournemouth. Yeah, I am, because
Drowned out.
no, seriously, he's come back. I'll give reasons. I won't just do gesticulations. But they're playing Man City. He's scored 1 goal since he's come back from injury. Decent player, great start last season. I mean, almost a folk hero status. But he's coming off a long injury, and I don't think he's going to do anything in that game. He's affordable. He isn't without talent. But I think this is the weekend to avoid Callum Wilson. That's my loser. Edo, who's yours?
Love that. So yeah, Alvaro Negredo could be the new Rolando Bianchi. Scores on his opening day and then never scores again. So that could be. Mine is Michail Antonio of West Ham, just because I do think that West Ham are a little bit there for the taking. And West Brom, we were speaking of siestas. They do tend to turn games into snooze fests, just like, 2 solid walls. The world's most famous unplanned football player in Claudio Jacob. They could just...
Legends.
Yeah.
Unplanned, I love it.
Unplanned. I mean, his parents probably wish he was by now. Yeah, yeah. Basically, he should be a UFC fighter. He has a second career, basically, just like Marcelo Rios of the tennis world. That's basically who he is, except without the talent. But no, he's a good player, and yeah, I think that they could drown out Michail Antonio. And Antonio is almost as expensive as some of the big guns. So if it's the game against City where he comes out and scores, fair enough. But otherwise, you look at him in that sort of top 10 range and go, I don't know. You really have to fancy him, and I'm not so sure.
Okay, well, you know what, DraftKings fans, take that one as you will, because I believe Antonio is West Ham's highest goal scorer so far.
He is, very much, yeah.
And he's top goal scorer.
Top goal scorer in the league, even, at the moment. He's absolutely on fire. So it's a risky one, but you know what? Edo does know his stuff. Now, let's go with the gem. I want to stay with you, Edo. Prove that you know your stuff. Tell the people on DraftKings, tell everybody out there in DraftKings land, who is a gem? Who's the kind of person that isn't an obvious choice, who you think will win big?
Well, mine is Ilkay Gundogan, just because at 5,600, the price is still low for someone whose talent, I believe, will become apparent within the next month and a half. And as long as Guardiola doesn't do a Mkhitaryan on him and actually plays him where he should, which we saw against Borussia Mönchengladbach happened, so I think he's going to become the kind of player who's worth more in the will be more in the 7,000 range. I just think he's exceptional, and he has good shots on target, numbers, good key passes, and against a team like Bournemouth, I mean, Bournemouth have really shown defensive jitters, even in a game against was it West Brom last week. They still had, there was one particular clearance from the corner flag which somehow found its way into a West Brom player's feet on the edge of the box. You're just going like, Bournemouth are asking for trouble sometimes, and I feel like Gundogan and any City player really could just pick them apart. So yeah.
And they are playing the team that's top of the league currently. So yeah.
The temptation with City players sometimes, if you remember the West Ham demolition. Sorry if I can add just something, but I sometimes get the feeling if you want to stack a formation, you just put a City player, but a different City player in each one. There'll be the week that Sterling goes crazy, the week Nolito goes crazy, De Bruyne, and when he's back, Aguero, Silva, they've all been worth points at different times. So if you run 4 lineups, do it with 4 different players, maybe have 8, do combinations, because that will probably work out for you, especially against Bournemouth.
Okay, well, there's a lot for everyone out there to chew on from Edo here.
Sorry,
in terms of a gem. No, it's a good choice. Very quickly, I'm going to say Matt Loughton of Burnley. He's still only 4.1 thousand, and he's averaging 7.6. So for that, I mean, crikey, what a return for such a minimal outlay. So I would say Matt Loughton of Burnley. I think he's superb. And Jamie, finally, who is your gem?
Nasser Chadli, 5,400. I have to admit, I'm not a huge fan of his, but, for no reason apart from I just don't think he's that good. But he had a reasonable debut last week. I think West Ham look really bad at the back at the moment. I mean, 4 goals at home to Watford's pretty disgraceful, really. I'd be very annoyed if I was a West Ham fan. I'd probably be fighting in the stands as well, like them. It's given a run in the team. I think Chadli will score a few goals.
Yeah.
Every single Spurs fan I talk to tells me he's really good. So show what you're made of, Nasser.
Yeah. And they don't say that as much about, say, Kapui, who has already scored 3 goals this
exactly.
season for
Etienne
Watford.
Capoue.
But if we take anything from this little section today, don't listen to Spurs fans. I don't. Anyway, so that's our choosers, losers, and hidden gems, everybody. But who are you going to pick? That's right. There's so many games to choose from this weekend. So many players to pick. Will you take our advice? You don't have to. You do what you like. You've got a $50,000 budget there. $50,000 budget. Pick your 8-man lineup. Play your friends. Play whoever. There's so many prizes and cash to be won. Welcome to the big time.